of fans have been visiting the crime scene to pay tribute to AKA Motsoane. Nobuhle Modise is our reporter tracking the story. She joins us live from Durban this morning. Nobuhle, it's a few days after the murder of AKA, but still the country reeling.
Indeed, Michelle, the country is still reeling in shock from that shooting that happened on Friday evening. And yesterday we saw that fans came out in their numbers to pay their tributes to the musician and his friend Tebello Motsoane, who's also known as Tibbs. And yesterday we saw scenes of, his fans even crying, Michelle, here when there was that vigil that was organized here outside where he was shot. I'm going to move out of shot just so you can see, how he's been memorialized together with Tebello Motsoane, and there's just a bunch of flowers here, and people have been, dropping some. And yesterday we saw a lot of people here, just coming to pay tribute. Many of them were emotional, and you see the same on social media as well. This has totally shocked the entire nation, and also just to speak about how brazen the attack was, Michelle. We understand that two gunmen walked from across the road and, shot AKA and his friend at close range. And, this has shocked people. And before that, there was a lot of speculation. And obviously, police were saying what they could give us. And obviously, this is still under investigation. But once the leaking of that chilling footage happened, that's when, people were actually able to see his last moments, just before he was shot at close range. And that I think that has an effect on, why we're seeing people coming here on a daily, just to pay tributes. And yesterday, as people were paying tributes, another fellow musician, just paid tribute to AKA, saying that he was also planning, a concert here in the province prior to his unfortunate demise. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
So sad. The conversations that we were having within this dinner that we were in, the throwbacks, talking about the things that happened in the past, talking about hip-hop and how this new genre Mapiano has taken over and what they are doing to bring it back. He was so inspired. He had plans on doing a whole show with a choir. He had so many plans that he was going to do, and he was going to do this show here in Durban, ICC. He was going to do that show, a concert. He called it the Redemption Concert or something along those lines.
Yeah, still a lot of reaction coming in. Even if you weren't particularly a fan of AKA or followed his music, I think there's widespread shock to his murder and the way his murder was carried out as well, just looking at that CCTV footage. Nobuhle, it must be surreal for you even to be reporting from the scene where he was gunned down.
Indeed, Michelle, I just have goosebumps, just standing here because this is the exact spot, as we saw in that CCTV footage that was leaked, that chilling footage, of that gunman just walking brazenly past and just shooting at him at close range. And that is what has sent shockwaves to South Africa, and this has also, brought up the debate again over illegal guns with this happening. But yesterday, outside of the home of AKA, we heard the Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi saying that at a recent Lekgotla this was discussed, that they will be approaching legislatures to have a debate over illegal guns. And, it's unfortunate that, things are discussed at that level when something like this happens. And we know that these kind of attacks this isn't a first in the country, and that debate over illegal guns should have been happening a long time ago, like in that first story that you spoke about before crossing to me in Gwazakele in Gqeberha. Gunmen are arrogant now, they're shooting people in close range, and it just shows that something needs to be done. And the Gauteng Premier yesterday just speaking to the fact that a debate needs to be rekindled about illegal guns in the country.
Paper reports this morning saying there's been a 62% increase in murders in South Africa from 2011 to 2023. Nobuhle Modise, let me thank you for your time this morning. Nobuhle is live to us there from Durban, in fact from Florida Road, in front of Wish Restaurant, which is exactly the spot where AKA was gunned down on Friday night.